Who is that?
Philly McPhilly One Knee. That's your
Nick,
new name.
Nick, really? I don't like that name.
Why not?
I don't know. What's going on, man?
You only got one good knee.
I brought my Halloween shirt out.
Why? You could have wore it next week.
No, next Tuesday is Halloween.
So you don't wear it.
Can't wear it after Halloween.
Sure you can.
No. No.
Rob says, "Am I too early? Or has Bowling Mark been here already? He got here 18 hours ago. Rob, sorry, he beat you to it.
He jumped in.
He jumped the gun.
I might like that guy.
He's my favorite.
I might like him.
Top fan. Yeah, maybe you two could be friends. Maybe you guys can do the show together. I'll just sit back.
Oh, maybe he does a better job. Hi, Dave.
Did he say hi, Dave? Go back to work, Dave.
Go back to work, Dave.
Yep. Oh, man. We got a show. We got a big show today talking about some bowling balls.
Dustin passed his physical for the fire department.
Hey.
Yeah, so he's going to, I guess he's going to the academy next. Had to shave up his beard. He looks 12.
Oh, man. Well, I guess that proves one thing, Dustin.
What's that?
You can pass more than just gas.
And he probably won't have trouble catching real fish now. Without the beard, the fish won't recognize him.
Oh, no. Yeah. But he won't look legit.
No, that's right.
He'll just look like a tourist.
He will. He will.
He just paid a bunch of people to take him fishing, and then they can, like a charter.
That's exactly right. He won't catch any of those hard heads or gaff tops now.
Oh, man.
All the junk fish. Dustin junkfish.
And also great news in the baseball world. The Astros, the Astros are out of the playoffs.
My new favorite team is in the World Series.
What? Who's that?
Whoever beats the Astros.
Oh, so it's the Rangers this year, huh?
This year. It could be anybody. You know, my new favorite team.
At this point, I don't care who wins the World Series. I mean, I would like to see Texas win if I get their first one, right?
I might bet them.
Because Corey Seager's on the team, that's my boy.
Yeah, I might bet them. Oh, so is my boys on the team too.
You don't have any boys. Anyway.
You know I do. Who's on that team? My boy.
You don't got anybody.
Chapman.
He's not your boy. You threw a picnic the day that New York got rid of him.
Oh my God, yeah. He's gonna get another ring. He's gonna get another ring.
You even paid for the food.
He's gonna get another ring.
Hey, so real quick.
Yeah.
We're doing another giveaway today. You know that?
I know. With the wheel.
And everybody knows.
Tell the rules.
We have the wheel, the perception wheel, so you can win a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna pick one winner later, but you're gonna need the link.
And where is the link?
The link has been posted right now. So follow the WooBox link, get your entry in. And for all the staffers that are in here, please do not enter. It even says so on top this time. Don't enter.
If you enter, you lose your staff position.
You can trade the gift for the rest of your staff contract. There you go.
There you go. Take the gift, the grip sack, and lose your staff contract.
And we'll send you a bill for everything that we've sent you free.
So far, right, exactly. That'd be fair.
So, yeah, we'll be doing the perception wheel later at the show.
Yeah.
We're going to give away another prize. Last week, we gave away a triple tote. This week,
we did.
We don't know what we're giving away yet.
We do not know, but there's good stuff on the wheel. Good stuff.
There's a whole lot of good stuff.
There's shoes.
There's new shoes. You got
grip sacks,
rotating ball club, triple tote, clear magic, new ball, grip sack,
clear magic,
chamois, and then in this little tiny slot right here,
3-ball arsenal.
3-ball arsenal.
Yeah. Does the thing even fit in there? The little pointer? It does.
Yeah, it's right there. Look.
All right. That's
Yep. Sea air pads, backpack, triple roller, bunch of good stuff on there. So get your entries in. We're gonna pick a winner at the end of the show. So yeah, aspiring staff members only. That's exactly right.
That's right. So the other day we were having a conversation about new movies that are out.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen Oppenheimer yet. I want to see that. And I was telling Nick about when I was a kid, Abbott and Costello movies were great. And one of my favorite ones was Hold That Ghost. And I'm DVRing that to watch again. That's pretty cool. So, and then Nick says to me, this is why I have to get new friends. That he and his girlfriend went to see the Barbie movie.
Yeah, when it came out.
So that was upsetting to me.
Upsetting. That's a little strong, but okay, go on.
And then to further my upsettingness,
is that a word?
They dressed up for the movie.
Yeah.
They wore pink and white.
Yeah. I think you're going to be alone in this one here. I mean,
no. There's no way that I'm going to be alone in this one. As a matter of fact, if people think that's cool, I got a problem. You don't DVR movies? What do you do?
Rob says, how do you DVR an 8mm film with your old Abbott and Costello you're talking about?
It's on TV, and you press the DVR and you record it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm doing. Anyway.
Yep. Yeah. I took my girl out. We both wore pink and white. Went to the movie. We showed up. There's a bunch of people there dressed up as well with Barbie stuff on. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So
I have no words.
For the first time, if that's all I have to do to get you to quiet down, then I'll go see Barbie every day.
It's easy.
Crackhead Barbie was funny. Yep.
I don't even want to know.
Yep.
Pink and white, and you went to the movies.
That's right. I just bought some pink Vans too. I didn't get them in time for the movie, but I just got some pink Vans. They're awesome.
I can't even talk to you anymore.
Good. Then can we talk about bowling balls then? You want to talk about that instead?
Yeah.
So we announced
his famous last words. I might bet them.
Oh, jeez. So we announced new bowling balls last week. If you guys haven't heard.
I know. I knew.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to everybody.
Oh, okay.
A couple hammer balls. One that just kind of is going to fall under the radar, really. Not really a whole lot of talk on the one of them. A throwback ebonite ball and a throwback Columbia ball. So we're going to talk about all those.
And then another hammer ball.
Yeah. So four balls total. We're going to talk
two
about.
Hammers. Right. And the seminar, one of the balls really was the topic of conversation because of the ruling on urethane. And that's going to be a pretty popular ball. It seems to be already. The orders are flying in and they're back ordered already.
Yeah.
So we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, like I mentioned in my video, if you're on the fence about getting new blue hammer, just pre-order it now because you might not get it in time if you wait, or you might have to wait once the URD comes in next month.
You might not get it in time for the PBA to ban it.
Nice. Their balls too good.
It's too good. Their team, everybody's got them on TV. They're winning. My company doesn't have one. Oh my God, what am I gonna do?
They sound just like that.
I'm telling you, I've been dealing with them.
Yeah, that's all right though. But
yeah,
a lot of buzz with this one. It's been about a week and a day since we announced it, and it's been the most well-received ball in my entire time here at Brunswick. By the way, I'm a Brunswick employee. Did you know that?
Oh, for 8 months now?
What?
That you've been an employee in Brunswick?
I've been an employee so long that you don't even remember.
I remember when you and I did a seminar together. And you rented that car, and I didn't think we were going to make it up that hill.
That was my car. I didn't rent that car.
Oh, that was your car?
That was my car.
I thought you rented that. You drove that?
No, but yeah, that was my car.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
What was it?
It was a Honda Insight hybrid.
Was it about one cylinder?
At least, like with you in it.
Well,
That's why before you got there, I was like, "Hey, how many bags are you bringing?"
I remember that, but how many? I had one bag, but the question was, how many balls did we fit in the back of that?
Oh, I fit like 40 balls in the back of there.
And I remember trying to go up that one hill. It was like, are we gonna make it?
Yeah, the grapevine. The
You remember
grapevine's a tough one. Yeah. I was like, we're gonna try. I'm gonna keep it floored. Meanwhile, the truckers are mad at me because
he can't make it fast, and the truck behind you is pissed off because he got to shift downshift.
I'm holding
on an upgrade.
I'm holding them up for a change. Yeah, I probably got like 10 miles per gallon going up the hill, and probably got 1,400 coming down, coasting the whole way.
Coasted all the way down. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I had it down to a science how to fit stuff in there. Like certain stuff had to go in certain ways for it to fit. Like, and the cart had to go in last. Otherwise, forget it.
Robert Lawrence with us on that one too?
No, that was just us.
That was just us. Okay.
Yeah.
That was fun. We had a good time.
Yeah, we talked a lot about baseball that time. But
we did.
All right. For everybody just joining in, we're doing a giveaway again. By the way, if you guys didn't know, we're doing a giveaway every week on this show. What are we going to give away? We don't know. We're going to let the wheel decide for you. The
radical wheel goes round and round.
Round and round. So I'm going to post the link one more time, and I'll post it a couple more times during the show so you guys can get them in, get your entries in. We'll see how many entries we have so far. What's your guess so far? We're 12 minutes into the show. What do you think? How far are we in?
28.
28? We got 140 something people watching this show right now. You think 28? That's
people work?
Disrespectful.
Jobs? Don't they have jobs?
Dustin doesn't. I know that.
No, Dustin's going to be a fireman.
Gonna be, but he's not one right now. I don't see him.
Well, he's practicing. He's putting he lights the barbecue.
And 99 entries, by the way, so far.
He lights the barbecue, and then he turns it off. He's practicing.
I think he just likes to spray stuff with a hose, make it look like it's raining. Or
maybe.
Yeah. So when he says only 95 watching, who's double entering? Nobody. We're actually simulcasting on Facebook right now. So if it's 95 on YouTube, we got about 60, 55, 60 on.
So there's 95 watching and there's 140 entries?
No, there's 149 people watching. There's 99 entries. Why are you so bad at numbers? Well, you're the guy who did the NFL Pick'em poll last week. Oh, I didn't know it was against the spread. In the biggest block letters on top.
And we missed by one game. We missed by one game.
Because you didn't read directions.
I know. But meanwhile, I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that an election had more people vote than were in it. So,
It's not the case. Let's talk about bowling balls.
All right, if you want to.
If you're going to make statements like that, at least put on your tinfoil cap.
I have to, because they're reading my brain. The government's got a drone outside.
Oh, man. No, that's the garbage man. What time is the garbage man coming? He should be here in like 9 to 10 minutes.
No, I think we're a little more than that. I'm saying we should have a pool. The garbage man, what time does he show up? I think it's going to be 2:34.
I think you got to have a 5-minute window. I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be between 22 and
not
27.
A 5-minute window. Pick a number.
22 to 27. I picked those.
That's not a number. It's a range. Pick a number. I said 234.
Fine. I picked 23.
All right, 223.
And you pick what?
234.
34. All right, we'll see who's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
so
thinking,
anyway,
223 for sure.
What was that movie with Mel Gibson where two men enter, one man leaves? They had a wheel they spun there too. Remember?
No.
You remember that movie?
Mm-mm.
Was it Mad Max? Thunder Drone?
Couldn't tell you.
All right, somebody will. Two men enter, one man leaves. And then the guy that left, the guy that he ended up getting punished, so he had to spin the wheel to see what his penalty was.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about bowling balls.
All right.
we gonna start with new? Or do you want to start? Let's go save new for last because we're gonna get the most questions
Okay.
on that. I think we'll start with Columbia. How's that?
Did you see what Ian wrote?
Oh no. Where is it?
I love Ian.
Got back from lunch with Bowling Mark and AJ Wilson. Wow, what a crowd! Do you pronounce it Bowling Mark?
No, he's from not from Boston.
Close enough.
No, it's not. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry. It's not. He's a New Yorker, right?
He is from Long Island.
Long Island. He's on Long Island.
Or
Anyway,
as we say, he's from the island.
yeah.
Yeah. So,
If the island's so great, why is it free to get there?
it's not free.
Oh, that's Staten Island.
No, it's not free either.
What? Getting there's
Anytime
not.
you cross water, it's expensive.
Oh, I guess you should have a helicopter then.
Anytime you cross water, it's expensive.
Yeah.
I think the only bridge that's not is Queensboro Bridge.
Hmm.
I think that's the one that's free.
Mm-hmm.
Goes from Queens to Borough. Queensboro. No.
All right, let's talk about this Piranha. How about that?
I think we should. So the Piranha.
There's no accent on it. It's just Piranha Power Core. So you had a little bit of involvement with the original being ceramic core.
Yeah, the shape was different a little bit, a lot different. We had a little flip lock on it, and they used my patented ceramic core technology. Yeah. And this I think we call it Power Core.
Power Core, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very dense material, probably similar to what the ceramic was, but it's drillable simply because if they didn't, you wouldn't be able to put interchangeable thumbs in it.
Right, because you have to drill too deep.
Yeah. When I did it with ceramic, there was no such thing as an interchangeable thumb.
Yeah, I think I was there when our own Dave broke a small half-inch drill bit at the Brunswick booth. I think it was him that broke it.
So, can I tell a quick story about the core, the ceramic?
Yeah, go ahead.
So we put the ceramic in the ball, and the vice president of manufacturing was the kind of guy that acted like he knew everything about bowling. You know, it was one of those. And I said, "You can't drill into this." And he goes, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about." So I'm telling you, you can't drill into it. So he makes a big deal out of it, and he grabs me and a couple of vice presidents, and we go into the factory, and he's got this hydraulic drill press, and he puts I don't know if it was a diamond tip bit in there or a carbide tip bit in there, and
something beefy,
you know, and he presses the button, and down comes the drill press, and it goes into the ball, and it's going deeper and deeper and deeper. And now the guy that pressed the button, the worker, and him are smiling like the Cheshire cat with a big grin on their face. And I'm telling him, I said, "You can't drill into it." "Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Look, it's going down.
Going down." And he pressed the button, and the bit came up, and the bit was that long. He turned it up and dumped out all the metal
shrapnel. Just shredded it. That's so funny.
God. That is funny. He's laughing like, "Oh, look, it's going down." Yeah.
But wait,
there's more. Anyhow, that was big innovation then, and I think it's going to be a real successful ball for me. Yeah. Think about that. That was, I don't even remember what year that was.
94?
No, it might have been before that.
Oh.
So this is 30 years later. We're still using some of that technology.
I'm going to look it up real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Phil Cardinelli patent ceramic core.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Trends.
What was that?
I have the patent somewhere.
Patent lookup. Here we go. I got my search history still.
All right. So anyhow, the original Piranha was orange, by the way, and then we made a blue one.
Mm-hmm.
And they were both great balls. So I think this one's going to do very well. HK22 solid is on this one, so that's pretty cool.
Let's see, Phil Cardinal.
Well, you could have just looked up one of the balls, which was the Critical Mass, was the first ceramic core ball.
Hits like a truck. That's what my pro shop guy said back in the day.
Yeah. It does. It did.
I'm not able to find it real quick.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. If
should
you
have
look
it
up the
said.
critical mass bowling ball, you'll find it. I'm not going to do it.
Maybe they just deleted it because it was.
Yeah, it was useless to know. You don't want to know that. What do you care? It's just everybody has patents.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So back to the Piranha there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 251. So medium low RG, 055, high diff.
Right?
And what's really different about this ball, other than throwback name and all that, is it's one of the few balls that we have that's actually HK22 solid.
I was just going to say that it's probably one of the only balls that we have. It's HK22 solid. Most of them are either hybrid or pearl.
Right. Yeah.
I think we had one other one. Didn't we have one other one?
The brutal.
Yeah. Yep.
Brutal. Yeah, brutal. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not a whole lot of HK22 solid, but
no, we're playing with some at Radical for that HK22 solids.
Oh, it's spilling the beans already.
Well, it's not spilling the beans. I mean, why wouldn't we be looking at every aspect? With that cover stock is fantastic. It is just every time I put it around a ball, I get crazy about it. I mean, it just changes all the dynamics.
Mm-hmm.
But your favorite, go ahead.
Your favorite ball right now doesn't have it.
It does not have it. My favorite ball right now to hit it with the pin down. I'm glad I invented that.
That layout,
That layout, yeah. I'm glad I invented that layout.
Yeah.
For the lower speed players, but that's got a utility cover stock, which is sort of a version of it, of the HK. It's one of the precursors to the HK22.
Yep. You heard it here first, folks. Phil invented the pin down layout for the hitter.
I'm glad I invented that.
Pretty much invented it just cold like that.
I'm just thought of that.
Nice. Real nice. Rob says he sent me the patent for Phil, so I'm going to grab it real quick.
All right.
I want to look it up because,
You think I made that up?
No, I know you didn't make it up.
Oh, okay.
So here it goes. Dang. There's a lot of stuff. That's too much to read. Way too much to read.
A lot of big words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the abstract. A bowling ball comprises a dense inner core which cannot be penetrated during the drilling of the holes for gripping purposes and balance holes to adjust static weight, and non-spherical outer core cannot be formed around the inner core. Back and the cover.
Wait 1 second. Just stop. Go back and read that first part, which cannot be drilled.
Yeah.
Or penetrated. Now think about that. That was the patent.
Yeah.
That the U.S. government gave me.
Mm-hmm.
My manufacturing guy.
Inventor. Philip. You only got one L in your name, Philip?
That's right. It's Italian.
Philip J. Cardinale. Kenneth C. Whiting or Whiting?
Whiting and
Ron Wood.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But
current assignee, Ebonite Holdings Incorporated.
That's current because we sold the brands to Ebonite from Columbia. Yeah. What year was that?
What year was what?
The patent issued.
The patent was filed in 1995.
95. Okay.
It was granted. The application was granted in 96. So 16 months later, it got approved. Publication, same time.
Yeah, but we were using the ball once we applied for the patent because patent pending is better than patent. But anyway, the government said this ball can't be drilled in order to be patentable, blah, 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 blah. And the manufacturing guy's arguing with me that it could be drilled. The U.S. government, those guys that think things up.
Sitting around thinking stuff up. That's what you do. You're NASA.
You're supposed to. You're NASA. Thinking stuff up.
Don't sit around and think stuff up.
But the manufacturing guy said, no, we can drill that.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, talk about that patent pending thing again, because there's a commercial, not a commercial. There's a comment here. USPC approval list shows critical mass in 93. So when did you actually try to go patent pending?
So we patented it. Patent pending was like in 93.
Mm-hmm.
And once you patent pending, it protects you. Well, here's the thing. Here's the risk. If somebody copies it and your patent gets approved, they're liable for all of your sales and all of the sales that they had for violating that patent. So it's really a dumb risk to take. Like I'm going to patent this pencil, and you say there's no way he's going to get that patent.
It's too long.
I'm going to make my own pencil. Right, I'm going to make my own pencil, and I patent this, and 2 years later, you've been selling them the whole time. I've been selling them the whole time, and 2 years later, I win the patent. You are responsible for all my lost sales, which you got.
Well, good luck. Good luck with that.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'll be in Fiji. Good luck finding me. I'll be in a country that doesn't do extradition.
Yeah, we'll find you. We'll send the guys.
You don't have guys.
I have 2 bodyguards. Most of them are named Rocco.
Anyway, Rocco and Rocco. Hey, everybody, Rocco and Rocco. All right. Shall we move on?
Let's move on.
Let's move on to the big time.
Yeah. Big time.
Another throwback ball. A ball that Tommy Jones lit up TV with. Big time. So this is around 2005. This ball originally came out. It took the original core.
Right.
Obviously updated the cover with HK22. And it's
HK22 Pearl. Right.
Yeah, it's Pearl. It's a GB13-7 Pearl.
What's the finish on that ball?
It's dull. 500, 1,000, 1,500.
So we got a sanded Pearl, which we did with the Payback, and the Outer Limits was a hybrid that was dull. Right.
Yeah. So really dull. I mean, it definitely starts up with that finish.
Right.
And smooths out that reaction.
Yep.
Man, I shot the video for it. I haven't posted yet because the new blue's just taken off right now. I'm giving it some time to spread its wings. But this ball for me was much better when I kind of moved in. I can just slow hook it. Like I didn't have to force it down the lane. I thought I would with the duller surface, but HK just gives it a little bit easier length anyway.
Did it roll forward at all?
It wasn't super angular, but it didn't roll out or anything.
Good.
Yeah, I just played it right through the puddle, just kind of slow hooked it, and the ball looked pretty darn good. From out, it was a little bit iffy because it wanted to start up so early,
right,
on the friction, because there's nothing on house patterns on the outside, and especially the one I bowl on.
Right.
But yeah, it's one of those balls that it's gonna blend out. I think it'd be better on tougher, flatter patterns where you can play a little bit more direct or something with a little volume where you need to blend out a pattern. That's gonna be the ball, I think.
Or if you have a little bit higher speed.
Yeah.
You can absolutely. Yeah. Keep it online.
Yeah. It's definitely a control piece. Out of box. I haven't tried it shiny or anything like that. But yeah, it's different than a lot of other balls that are in the Ebonite line right now.
Yeah. Now, has the staffers gotten these balls already? I think they have, right?
They're starting to trickle in now. So
we should see more and more posts coming up.
Yeah. So a bunch of people got the new blues a little bit in advance.
Yeah.
So you saw a lot more of that to begin with. And you'll see the other balls. I just saw Dom post that he got all 4 of these balls, and so there'll be a lot more videos from a lot of different people here soon.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And we'll go to Hazmat from there. One of the hammer balls that we released. Now this ball is kind of unique because it is a high differential hybrid.
Yes, it is 055.
055. So this, in my eyes, from what I saw, this is going to be a small step down from Black Widow 2.0 hybrid.
Okay.
Where, if you're getting out of an asymmetric ball where it's just starting up maybe just a touch soon, you go to this ball and you can pretty much stay in the same zone. It's actually super clean. It's actually pretty shiny. It's got the compound finish.
Okay.
It's not high gloss or anything, but 500, 1,000, 1,500 compound, which is common finish. You use that a lot on compound. That's pretty much where we've settled on the best reacting for us. And of course, HK22 with the Semtex hybrid.
Right. And it's got HK22 base, and they have their own additives they put in there to make it a hybrid, and also, read the right part of the lane. That's the benefit of HK22 internally for us, is you can start out with an HK22 base and then build the cake, based around that basic formula. The HK22 is the groundbreaking technology in the industry right now, and we can put a lot of things in it and still use the HK22, the qualities of it, the inherent qualities of the HK22 to our advantage, and then tweak it to be a little sooner or a little bit later. You put enough projection additive in it, and you can get it to go way down the lane before it hooks. Or you could add a little bit of friction additive to it, and you get that ball starting up a little bit sooner. The flexibility of that cover stock is fantastic, and as I said earlier, it makes a lot of things look different.
It almost doesn't matter to the point of like solid pearl hybrid as much, because it all depends on, you know, the HK22 base and how it's mixed in a little bit. Because like that radioactive vibe is a solid HK22 ball, and that ball goes sideways. It is absolutely sideways. So you know, it didn't need to be pearl for it to go sideways, but it's pretty wild.
Yeah, and we saw that with the Deadly Rattler compared to the Rattler. You know, the Rattler was not HK22; it was a sharp cover stock. And once you put HK22 around it, the ball just looked like somebody kicked it off the spot.
Yep, a lot cleaner.
And that's only at an old 35 diff.
Right. Yeah, not a lot of flare there.
No, not a lot of flare there at all. So,
all right, let's talk about the ball that everybody's already talking about.
Yeah, whatever. Let's have a commercial.
Wait. Oh, 331. You missed.
I missed by 3 minutes.
331. 231.
231.
So close. We had, that's why even I had the range. 22 to 27 wasn't good enough.
No, I would have won with a range.
See, if you would have said range, well, it depends what range you went. So
I would have went right above you.
Man, good stuff. I'm just for fun. I'm going to scroll back and see if anybody picked 331, 231. That's kind of funny.
They were writing them in.
There's somebody writing them in. Yeah, 225, 226, 238. Dustin, 239, 227, 227, 237, 232. Josh Powell missed by 10 seconds. Sorry, buddy.
Wow.
Good guesses. That's pretty funny, though.
That's funny. Does that garbage truck always show up here at 2:32?
No, that is very unusual.
It's very unusual, sir.
All right, do your commercial break. I'm going to share the link one more time for everybody that is just joining us on this awesome show. We're talking about new bowling balls. We're going to be talking about new blue hammer here next. But the link is there for Woo Box. We're going to be giving away one spin of the wheel to one lucky person. And a reminder, if you're on staff, don't bother entering. So this is the wheel. It's got all sorts of cool prizes with the grand prize right here.
It spins so nicely.
3-ball arsenal is the top prize. So we got new balls. We got shoes, triple roller. We're going to pick a winner at the end of the show. So be sure to stick around.
Somebody's going to win. You got to be in it to win it.
You got to be in it to win it.
And like, let's not wait until after the show and go, where do you enter?
Oh man, yeah, don't do that. So we've posted the link a few times now. We'll post it 1 or 2 more times to go. Let's see how many entries we got now. What do you think, Phil? We were at 99. So what are we at now?
127.
That's it? I'm thinking like 160 already.
Yeah, go ahead. How many?
162. Boom.
You missed.
Perfect. I had the Wheel of Fortune, or I'm sorry, the whatever it's called. Yeah, the Price is Right rules. I'm right on.
You're right on. You're pretty close. So let's talk about the new, not urethane hammer.
What, this one?
That one.
That one.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, I love the color too. That's like that robin egg blue.
Yeah, it's pretty vibrant.
It is, and you're gonna know what it is right away. Excuse me.
Wow.
Wow. I'm sorry. You're going down a lane. We need to have like a mute button when that happens.
You do have a mute button.
Where is it?
It's on your screen, but hey, don't worry about it.
Really? They put that there?
Yeah. Why would they put it on the screen?
Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, I see it. Now I see it. Okay, good. In case I need it. Wait.
Hold on. Perfect. Yeah, that worked great.
Oh, God.
Yeah, see? It's just one click and you can do that.
I could do that. It's pretty good. Yeah.
Wow. So the specs on this are really easy to remember. The cover stock name It's not urethane.
Not urethane.
That's what the cover stock type is. It's not urethane.
What kind of urethane? What kind of cover stock is that? It's not urethane.
Not urethane. So what is it? Well, it's not urethane.
We'll talk about that later, maybe.
Yeah,
But
we will.
interesting enough, I mean, 2.58027. So the differential's higher than the original, the purple hammer.
Yep. It's the same as the purple reactive because
Right.
the gravity of the covers are a little bit different between urethane and resin.
Yeah,
So it changes the numbers.
Right. But I want to add one thing. This is not a replacement for the purple hammer.
No.
You know why? You know why?
Hold on. I think I hear it. Hold on. Are you hearing it?
I'm hearing it. It's not a replacement for the purple hammer because the purple hammer
is still legal. Believe it or not.
It's still legal.
For all USBC leagues, tournaments, nationals, all that good stuff. US Open, Masters.
Still legal.
Use all the purple hammers you want.
Use them all you want. Buy more of them. They're still available.
And we're still going to make them.
And this is just another option.
So on tour, different story. So
this for those guys on tour,
BBA tour, bowling in any PBA tour type events, then yes, as of January 6th, you won't be able to use purple hammer on tour anymore. But for the 99.999% of the rest of you that are just bowling leagues and tournaments, local stuff,
purple hammer is still legal.
Still legal.
So the goal, obviously, was to mimic the purple hammer's reaction, and give people another opportunity. Now, the beauty is, this one absorbs oil.
Yes.
The PBA said if a ball did not absorb oil, it had to be 78 hardness. And it was 45 minutes.
45. If it did not absorb oil in 45 minutes, yes, it had to be 78.
78 hardness. So if a competitor comes out with a ball that's 78 hardness, it does not absorb oil.
Right.
Okay. I just wonder if the ball doesn't absorb oil, if you hit it with a durometer, did it get softer?
Hey, should we test that again?
I think we should do that again. Anyway.
Hey, I got time. Just let me know.
Just let you know, right? So anyhow, 78 hardness, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
If it absorbs oil, it can be anything above 72? 73. Wait, let me fix my notes. Could be above 73.
Yeah.
So think about that loophole. What if we could make a ball that had a cover stock on it that absorbed oil just under
the threshold?
Minutes,
yeah.
Yet you could make it 73 hardness. You know who got involved in that?
Who got involved? Chemists?
Chemists. Yes, because we have chemists
on hand.
They work here.
So do I.
You work for Brunswick?
Believe it or not, yeah.
Anyway, so
I'm on the company page right now.
Yeah. So the chemist said, you know what, let's try to find that. Let's try to find a ball, and we'll put additives in because we're smart and we've done this for a while. And we're going to make a ball that absorbs oil in under 45 minutes. And we can make it less than 78 hardness. Now, according to the PBA, USBC, everybody else, the balls that are softer have a better footprint on the lane. I guess they call it footprint or whatever they want to measure it as. And
how you measure that?
How you measure that is impossible.
Impossible.
But hey. But a softer ball would be more hook. They equated softness to hook. So now we have a ball that doesn't absorb oil and is softer than the law says 78. So now we have a ball that doesn't absorb oil and hooks. But here's the beauty of it. It rolls like the purple hammer.
Right.
So if you want to not piss off your teammates by throwing urethane, purple hammer, you can throw this ball and have that reaction.
Right.
And not worry about the oil carrying down because this ball eventually absorbs oil. So you still have to wipe it off. I think you do.
Yeah, just roll it out.
Because it's slow and
It
absorbing.
is slow. Yeah, even like resin balls,
Yeah.
like they don't absorb oil right away. So
No.
it takes time. Like USB-C and the PBA are so much different. Like with their times, like as long as it absorbs no quicker than 2 minutes for USB-C, they're like,
Correct.
okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. Pass it
Right.
on. Good. So now we got a new window for PBAs.
Yeah, they built a window for us, and we just went through it.
Yeah, we just crept in through the side entrance.
Yeah, and you know what? We're the only company that has chemists that work for the company in house.
Yeah.
You know, the other companies buy from
Plural,
blenders.
by the way.
I'm sorry?
Plural, by the way. Chemists.
Plural. Chemists. We have several. And they work for us, and that's what they do. Their job is chemistry. Hence the word chemist.
Is that what that means?
Yeah. So we don't just buy from a blender. You know, when you buy from a blender, is the blender is looking for stuff. And let me tell you a quick story about that. Interestingly enough, you know, when we were Columbia, we built the most bowling balls in the world by a lot at the time. I think we did 1.3 million one year.
Wow.
And our resin came from BASF. So they didn't make the resin; they made the resin better. That was their whole stick the whole time. We don't make the whatever; we make it better. So they would work with a resin company, and their chemists would work with the resin company to make the resin better. Now, we built the most bowling balls in the world, and they still couldn't dedicate enough time to us to do the research, to give us brand new formulas. They would get a couple a year to try.
They just want to fill orders.
Right. We didn't have a dedicated chemist. And we were the biggest company in the world. So think about it right now. You're buying from a blender. He is not going to have a dedicated chemist for your company and do all sorts of research to find you new resins. They're going to send you blends, and you're going to have to play with them in-house. And if you're not a chemist, that's how disasters occur, where balls crack, or they get too soft, or they read soft. They don't get passed by USB-C. All of this happens when you take chemistry that's sent to you that's designed to be poured equally, part A, part B, and then you start screwing around with the ratio. And you don't know what's the outcome is going to be. You trial and error. It could be a month after it's poured to find out the ball didn't cure properly. I mean, there's all sorts of issues that go with that. But our advantage is we have chemists, and their job is to create things like HK22, Purple Hammer, and now not urethane. So it's pretty exciting, you know, and in order to get that motion that we talked about, they had to play around with the surface and the core. So that's why they didn't just take the Purple Hammer core and put it in the new hammer. Right. So it needed a little more motion to it. It needed a little more surface to it. Whatever had to be changed to duplicate it. I don't think you have any videos to show.
I do not.
Okay, but there are some, and there will be some out there showing comparison with some of our bowlers throwing them, and they're on top of each other.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm doing a comparison. It'll be out later next week.
Right.
Hit your mute button. But yeah, between the two, I mean, obviously they are different in their materials. One's urethane, one's not urethane. One absorbs oil slowly. One doesn't absorb oil. So how the oil sits on the surface versus how it kind of wipes off. Like the main things I noticed is it didn't take a lot of effort to get the oil off the ball.
No, it's not like that. You had to scrub it off.
No, I didn't have to scrub. It was very easy to get off. But the ball responded and looked the same. I was able to play the same types of zones. And the other thing that I noticed, like if I really wanted to move in for a couple shots and slow hook it, I could do that too with the new blue.
Right.
Where I would never usually try that with purple. because one, it didn't flare as much, and two, it would load up with oil and not recover. Like I would never get the ball back to the pins properly playing way open angles. So that's why you see people throwing purple, pretty much up it. Yeah.
Well, we proved that with the test we did, the durometer versus the purple hammer. When you wipe the oil off, it doesn't all come off. If you just wipe it, you had to use we used alcohol, 99% alcohol, because of it being trapped in the pores. So wiping it with a towel sort of just smeared it.
Right.
In this case, it takes it off the ball because of the way the chemical structure is of the cover.
Wait, are you saying so the oil didn't make the ball softer?
I'm still trying to prove it did.
You're saying simply by rubbing oil on the ball didn't soften the ball right then and there?
People like say when you can't sleep at night, count sheep. I think of ways how the ball got softer when you put oil on it.
Yeah.
And that puts me right to sleep.
And then you realize that it's not possible, so you just go back to sleep.
I go back to sleep. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it's not a solvent, it's a lubricant.
It's not a solvent, it's a lubricant.
Chemistry 101.
Some people skip that part.
So we usually get a lot of questions, especially this last week. Yeah. Not only in the chat, but we have actually a top 5.
And that's true. We had a lot of questions and we went through some of them.
Top 5 questions we have gotten about the new blue hammer. So we're going to get to all your in the chat, but we wanted to highlight the top 5 that we have gotten over the last week and a day because there are some good ones.
There are.
So number 1.
Number 5.
Oh, no, I didn't check the numbers. Did I get the numbers right this time?
I use any numbers next time. Don't worry about it.
The hell with it.
The hell with it.
All right, number 5.
Number 5.
You guys have ideas what the best questions are that we've heard so far? Let me know.
Yeah.
Post them in the chat. So, number 5. Is the purple hammer banned or something? No.
It's not banned. We told you that earlier. We'll tell you again.
Yep.
It's still legal.
Still legal for
except
use.
in PBA associated competitions.
Yes. So that starts in January 2024. You cannot use purple hammers in PBA Tour, PBA Tour Regional,
6th.
PBA. That's right, January 6th.
After the RPI.
After the RPI. So you can use them in the PBA until then.
Right.
But in your USBC leagues, tournaments, local, national, use them all you want.
Right.
Use 2. I don't care.
Put them on a rack just to piss people off. Just take them out and say, listen, I'm still throwing this. Because you know what? It's still legal.
Yeah. And be sure to hit it with a burgundy Scotch Brite as you're walking up to the rack.
Yeah. Put that in your pocket. Take it out.
All right. Number 4.
Number 4.
How do we really know it's not urethane?
Because it says it on the label.
Yeah, we engraved it on there.
We engraved it on the ball just to be safe.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's not urethane. It says it right on the ball, not urethane.
Because if it's written down, it's true.
It's on the internet. You have to believe it.
If it's in an Excel spreadsheet, it is irrefutable.
Irrefutable evidence. It is on the ball. It is not urethane.
I'm going to have to use my mute for a second. I got a cough now.
Uh-oh, go ahead. Is that a fake mute? Oh, look at that. Nick's got the coughs going.
Yeah, I'm getting over a cold too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's number 4.
Number 4. Number 3.
I'm getting there.
All right.
Does it absorb oil?
Does it absorb oil?
Yes.
It does, but
slowly.
Did you ever see? Did you ever watch that show Taxi?
No. You want to know why? Because I wasn't even born yet.
So Reverend Jim's going for a driving test, and he's got to do the written part. And one of the questions is, and he doesn't know the answers. So you got the whole crew from Taxi standing around him. And the question is, what does a yellow light mean? And he asked that question like this. What does a yellow light mean? And the guy that's going to help him says, slow down. And he goes, what does a yellow light mean? And the guy goes, slow down. What?
We got it.
You got it.
That
Anyway,
was probably really funny back 20 years, 40 years ago.
does it absorb oil?
Slowly. Number 2.
Number 2.
If it is not urethane, then what is it?
We don't really know because here's the truth.
Better put on your thing. Put it on. Go on, I'm stealing.
Here's the truth.
Tell it
was
in the
given
mic.
to us by aliens.
Yes.
They
Not
landed.
chemists.
Not chemists, aliens.
Alien chemists.
Alien chemists. They came down and they handed us the formula.
They said, "Here you go, Phil. Please
is
take
not,
this."
This is not urethane.
P.S. P.S. Where's Chipotle? Where's the nearest Chipotle?
Where's the nearest Chipotle? We don't have that on the planet Zyron. So,
all right.
and the number 1.
This is a great one.
The number 1 question we got, even in the seminars.
This was a doozy, by the way.
It was. Is it just like microcell polymer technology?
Is it just microcell polymer technology?
Oh, is it just microcell polymer technology? No. We'd like our pros to actually use it and have success with it.
Boom.
Boom.
So that is the top 5 questions we've got.
That's top 5 questions we got about the new, not urethane hammer.
That was a good one. I'm going to post the link one more time. Actually, probably for the last time, because we're going to be drawing here after 4 o'clock. I got the Woo Box link. If you don't know what it's for, we're giving away a prize every show.
That's it.
What are you going to win, Phil?
You can win anything. Whatever's on the wheel.
We're going to give you a spin.
Spin the wheel. The wheel radical goes round and round.
So, yeah.
It's a big spin. Anything could happen. You got some good stuff on there. You got Clear Magic. I have some here.
Clear Magic, brought to you by Clear Magic.
Backpack. I don't have a backpack. I'm not a backpack kind of guy.
You're more of a briefcase.
Well, even that, or when I go bowling. No, I don't have that.
Did you have that bowling bag at one point? Did you have the briefcase?
No, you know what? No, I didn't have that.
Yeah, you did.
The hard shell Brunswick. That was a Brunswick one, wasn't it? Or was it? I don't know if it wasn't that. I didn't have that. I had the white Colonial bag. Had the 2 balls on the metal frame, and the shoes went underneath.
Man, oh man, oh man!
I had that.
Epitome of style.
Yeah, the guys at League tease me because I bring in a 3-ball bag and only use 2 balls, and they say, "Why don't you bring in a 2-ball bag?" I said, "Because I would look weird wheeling in a 2-ball wheelie to League, and I won't carry a 2-ball tote.
Too short." Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that idea. So,
and back in the day when 2-ball totes were it, like that's all you can get. I had 2 on each shoulder going into tournaments.
Never did that. I never did that. No.
Weak.
I would carry 1 on my shoulder and 1 in my hand. That was it. I would. Rudy Revs he's a beast.
Yeah.
He would have like 3 on each shoulder walking in.
Yeah, that's a lot of bowling balls.
It is, yeah. And we carried them all over the place. No, that was brutal. The bowling at the showboat with a high roller was the worst because depending on where you stayed, what part of the hotel, if you were bowling a sweeper or something, there's lanes everywhere. So a 2-ball tote, carry 1 and go. That's it.
That's all we had back then.
I know it. Let's ask some questions. See what we got.
I will. We're going to go through them quick. There's no way we're going to get to them all. I mean, it's been a very, very intuitive show here. A lot of people chiming in. So,
yeah, how many people we have watching right now, by the way?
266 at the moment combined between YouTube and Facebook. So that's quite a big number. Our biggest yet. We're growing. The wheel draws people in. Wait till they start realizing that they're only going to be winning grip sacks and chamois. They'll see how long they stick around.
because there's a magnetic button in the back that Nick presses when it
No,
gets.
it's weighted on one
It's
side.
weighted to just ceramic to the.
Everybody's gonna get clear magic from now on.
And a towel.
All right, I'm gonna go through them pretty quick. We'll
Okay.
probably get 15 minutes or so of Q&A, and then we'll pick a winner, and
then we'll go. We'll get out of here.
Then we'll be out here. Corbin wants to know: can we talk about core numbers, what they mean, and how they affect the motion? What kind of bowlers do they benefit? So, I mean, that's kind of a loaded question. I mean, obviously, the higher differential, the more flutter potential and more hook potential you'll have out of it. And the same kind of goes for intermediate. So, the higher intermediate, the sharper response, it's going to be the quicker hook window.
Right. So when that number's high, if you're a lower speed player, you want to avoid high intermediate diffs because that shortens your hook window. So you start looking at 0.15s and less in the intermediate diff, and they'll be better for you. If you're a speed dominant player, you want to be looking at those higher intermediate diff, higher differential balls.
Yep.
It's pretty good as a nutshell, I guess, for a quick one, right?
Yep. Scotty, my boy Scotty, posts comments on everybody's video. Everybody knows Scotty. What's your favorite Brunswick urethane ball, Nick? Have to be Purple Hammer, hands down. Before that, my favorite urethane ball had to have been the pink Stingray from Columbia. That was my favorite. What about you? You threw urethane a lot back in the 80s?
I couldn't throw black U-dots for some reason.
No.
I don't know why. They just didn't roll good for me. My favorite was the Roto Grip UC2 was a urethane ball. And the Black Hammer. I like that one. And then I did very well with the Red Hammer when it came out. But you know what my favorite ball was?
Red Pearl or Red Solid?
Red Solid. Okay. My favorite besides the UC2 actually was a Black Angle.
Okay.
I could do well with that. Was a 3-piece ball. It was good when they hooked a little bit. I could use that. But for the most part, it was the UC2, and I don't know why it was made. It was made by Columbia. So it wasn't like it wasn't the same. I just couldn't throw black U-dots.
Weird.
I had no success with black U-dots. Everybody did.
Maybe you really don't like black bowling balls.
Yeah, you're right. Do. Yeah, maybe I really don't.
Maybe you don't.
First ball out of my bag right now is the hitter with my newly invented drilling pattern.
Right. You came up with. You actually have a patent pending.
I have a patent pending on pin down. I'll fix you.
Oh man. Marcus wants to know what's the similarity and differences of the new hammer versus the old BTU. So BTU came out in 2016. Similar concept, but the chemistry's changed quite a bit. And obviously, this is thick shell compared to the BTU, which is with the outer core and all that stuff. So core's different, cover's definitely different, and it's designed with the specific intent to copy and mimic a purple hammer. So that's the differences there. Yeah. What else you got? You bowled pretty bad last night, you said.
I did bowl, but I hurt my knee.
Yeah, can we get everybody in the chat to give him some support and maybe tell him to wear his knee brace? He had a surgery on his knee a while back, and he doesn't wear a knee brace.
I don't. I bowled really good on Monday, to a lot of strikes in a row. Felt like I had it all figured out, and then I just took a bad step yesterday, and it nagged me the whole day. And then when I got to league, it got worse.
That's all it takes.
So much I had to start drugging up during league, which I hate doing.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was bad. It really. I never got comfortable. It was a little humid. It was hot. We were by the door. So.
You poor thing.
I know. It was not a good night. But Thursday night is another night.
Yeah. Nick, on the new, do you recommend a reactive layout or urethane layout for it? I always drill urethane balls, and I suggest going similar layout that you use on urethane. Mine's a 4-inch layout by 20. I like to maximize the flare, because when a ball has 0.20 diff, 0.15 diff, whatever the purple was, you're not going to get a lot of flare out of it. So you want to get the pin high. You want to get the pin in a safe spot and let that ball do as much as it can. So he's got his mute on.
Oh, man, it's bad.
Yeah, you got me. I think it was contagious over the line.
I got it over the net waves, over the internet waves. Remember that when you have a low intermediate, a low total diff ball, you're not going to get much variation in drill patterns when it comes to increasing flare potential. Yeah. I mean, if you go 3 3/4, which is the max, it's not going to be much different. because it's so low of a differential. So, Nick and I talked about this a long time ago. Nick gave me some good advice on low total diff balls. Just drill them strong.
Yeah. They're not going to flare.
They're not going to flare. You're not going to get much of a change.
But you can get that core to tip and tumble.
Right. Exactly.
All right. So Mike says, is there a layout that will mimic a motion hole since it can't be used now? No, not really. And the reason why is because that motion hole was taking mass out of the core on the back side.
Right.
And you just can't mimic that with a layout.
You probably can get a little bit more if you drill the thumb hole deeper, I believe.
Yeah.
Depending on where it is in the band of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. You're not going to be able to mimic that.
The only thing I can think of is drill a massive, gigantic hole where the motion hole would go and plug it up, because the density of the plug would be slightly different than the core material taken out. So that'll be about the equivalent and the closest you could do legally.
Right. And then thump over it.
Nicky tips.
I
invented that, by the way.
I invented that. Nicky tips. I invented that. I discovered that.
Oh, man. All right. I'm just scrolling through real quick. Go
ahead.
Yeah. Let's see. Here we go. Dave, my guy Dave. How did they come up with the name of HK22? You want to answer that, Phil? HK1 through 21 were a failure.
Exactly right. No, they weren't a failure. They were just iterations.
Yeah.
I think I forget what movie that Nicolas Cage said about the light bulb. He failed 500 times and it wasn't a failure. He just discovered 500 ways not to make a light bulb. Mm-hmm. That's what we ended up doing. And you know what? Because of that, I have options like on the hitter. It's an iteration and it works great on that core. So, I don't always go to HK22 and say, this is the answer. I'll pick different iterations and say, let's try that because of the way this core is. And that's the motion we want. With the hitter, I didn't want something that goes skid flip. I wanted something that rolled up so that the core dynamics allowed it to split the 8-9 on just about every shot. It was just incredible. And that was because of the cover stock.
Hey, Phil, are you going to make a ball with not urethane cover?
I will never make a ball.
He's never going to make a urethane ball. He's never going to make a not urethane ball.
No, I'm never going to make I'm never going to make a urethane ball again.
Why not? Come on, everybody press him.
I'm not going to make this. I swear I am not making a urethane ball again.
We'll go through this. It'll be a 2-year process, and then we'll finally get him to cave.
I'm not making a urethane ball again. Nobody's getting that, are you? So,
let's see. What else we got? We're catching up on comments here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of talk for this, Phil. I think you should answer your fans. Is Radical going to put the same cover on the NU on the double cross?
I will not make another urethane ball.
It is not urethane.
Exactly. It will become available and we'll figure something out. I'm sure.
Scotty wants to know if I've ever thrown the spy. No, I have not. Phil, have you drilled that one? I think you should when you come here next. And
I'm going to do that when I come there next. And the lane's about to be flooded and I'll shoot 150 again.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Just use your special towel.
I have that special towel. It's Turkish towel with sand grit on it.
There you go.
The sand grit towel.
It's a ShamWow.
It's a ShamWow.
All right. If it absorbs oil, will it lose performance out of X amount of games? I haven't seen any loss of my purples. I mean, technically, yes, but it absorbs at such a slow rate that if you wipe your ball and you clean your ball,
all right, it won't be absorbing it. It'll just be moved off the surface and it absorbs it very slowly.
Yeah. But the rate that it absorbs compared to like a high performance resin ball is slower.
It's much slower. The beauty of it is, though, you wipe the ball off when you're done, and next time you look in your bag, it's not going to be oil sitting on the surface. Like when you put your purple hammer in the car and 2 days later you got a puddle on top of it. You're not going to see that.
Yeah. So Brian says oil can be absorbed almost instantly, likely in under 1 to 2 minutes. So they have a standardized test for this.
Yeah.
So it's not just as easy as smearing a little bit of oil. So yeah, if you smear it thin on the ball, yeah, it'll absorb on a resin ball pretty quick.
Right.
But they have a standardized test with a measured amount of oil in a specific pattern that will absorb in X amount of time or not. And what does
Right.
the average time a resin ball absorbs oil? And that can vary quite a bit. Obviously,
It does
there's a big window. Has to be at least between 2 minutes and infinity for USB-C.
That's right.
And to be considered a resin ball, it has to be under 45 minutes for PBA.
That's right.
Here we go. John says, I'm picturing Nick fighting the chemist over the last good sandwich at the vending machine in the company lunchroom.
Yeah, but
they're always hogging the turkey.
The chemists come in a group and they flock together. It's like, here they are, the chemists are here.
Yeah, they come in there with their lab coats on.
That's right. And their pocket protectors.
Yeah, wearing slippers.
Fuzzy rabbit slippers.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Is the news as strong as a purple hammer? It is about the same. Some reviews have shown it to be maybe a slightly less overall.
Yeah,
but I think once guys mess with the cover a little bit and start changing the surface on it.
Yeah, Ogle had them right on top of each other.
Yeah, so
and he's a professional bowler.
Right. I think Packy had it just a little bit cleaner, maybe a little less, a little bit, but
he's
he's a professional purple hammer thrower.
That's right.
That's what he does for a living.
That's it.
So yeah, they are dang close. How about that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. There we go. Somebody liked your comment on chemist to chemistry.
Well, it is. People don't understand that. If you're a chemist, you do chemistry. It's why we don't hire people that aren't chemists to do chemistry.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, people are commenting about drama going on in the bowling world. Can you believe it?
What drama?
Drama? Something apparently a Storm guy said against Mikey Pinnell or something, but I don't know anything about that. Sorry.
I don't either.
Yeah, so unfortunately, we're not in the know there. So, it'll pass. How about that?
I didn't even see that comment.
Do you anticipate new on other cores? Will this blur the lines even more? Will the core matter? Yes, absolutely, it'll matter.
Yeah, the core will definitely matter. The core mattered between the purple and the double cross.
Yeah. So to get it right on top of purple, that's exactly what you see with what it is.
Yep.
So I'm almost certain they tested it with stronger cores, more flare.
That's how they got to the number 025.
27.
Whatever it is. Yeah, the hell with it.
Nice. So we had our top 5, right? So we had some numbers or some people, other questions. Does it strike?
Only when
will it piss off the other team? If it doesn't, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Joey Pants. Will this ball let lefties continue to use on every single sport pattern for hours and hours and hours with success? Probably.
Yes, it will. That's our goal.
How long?
And you know what else, Joey? Two-handers are going to love it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you might as well just hop on board with the whole two-handed train.
That's it.
Give it a double thumbs up. Tony wants to know how long before USB-C steps up and says it'll be banned in 2 years, kind of like how they do with balance holes. I say they'll do it, just a matter of time. Yeah. I don't think so.
No, I don't know. I don't know if they will. I mean, it's really nothing that they were concerned themselves with. They weren't concerned about the purple hammer. The only ones they were concerned about were the 16s and 17s.
Right. Because those were actually produced too soft.
Right. They were too soft to begin with.
Yeah. And the only people concerned with the purple hammer now are the
I can't compete with the purple hammer. My staff doesn't. My company doesn't have one.
I can't compete with 500 RPMs with my.
Oh my god! With good bowlers,
these guys strike too much.
I can't compete with better bowlers than me.
I gotta make a living.
It must be the ball. Let's take the ball away. Oh, they're beating me with the new blue ball. Oh my god!
Ban that too.
It's a PBA rant.
I felt great.
It did, didn't it? It was really good.
So is the new PBA rule around urethane or just urethane hardness? So there's two rules. You can only use a ball that's made after 2022. I think it was August
Yeah,
2022 or something like
2022.
that.
Right.
And then any urethane ball has to be 78 or urethane like, and they describe that as a ball that does not absorb oil in 45 minutes.
So what are the guys going to do that threw these old balls? That now they can't do that.
I mean, it's not. Granted, it's not just the purple hammer that's affected by these new PBA
No,
rules. There's more competitor balls on this list that are affected.
go down, watch some of the shows, and see what people are throwing, and you're going, I can't get that ball.
Yeah, they're
It's
throwing old equipment on there.
Yeah, a lot of people
Now
throwing
they won't.
old stuff. They can't throw it
They
anymore.
can still throw the model, but they have to use a new one.
That's right.
So yeah, it's a big change there. So it's going to be an interesting year. I'm
If the
very
model
curious.
is still made.
If the what?
The model is still made.
Mm-hmm.
There are some balls that are discontinued that these guys are throwing. So
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, I guess
Mhm.
it's gonna be SOL on that one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. There's no way I'm gonna catch up on all that.
No.
You want to talk about something, and then I'm gonna go pick a
Oh
winner.
yeah, real quick. What are you going to be for Halloween this year? You're going as Ken again?
Ha ha ha. It's really funny.
Well,
No, I'm not. I got a scary mask. I got a cloak. I'm gonna scare some kids.
You're wearing it now? But I really like what you do to the kids. Not that I'm fond of you scaring kids, but
Hey, I give out full-size candy bars. I'm that house, so
you give full-size candy. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy.
The kid
Here,
goes home,
take
the kid
one.
goes home, changes his mask and comes back.
That's fine. Totally fine. All right, I'm gonna pick a winner, and I'm gonna verify that they're not on staff.
Oh, we have to do that? I think we should go the other route and throw them off the staff if they are.
Oh man,
after the fact, and
that'd
then
be
give away
awesome.
2 next week.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, exactly. No soup for you 1 year. You're out. So, but we're gonna have a good giveaway, and next week we'll be back on regular time. Make sure you guys get on the fan group, Radical Fan Group. If you're not already a member, like the page on the Facebook page. I still got to talk about a little bit about the hitter. It's becoming my favorite ball. It's stronger than my Intel, but I can play a part of the lane where if I circle it, the ball still hits. Whereas the Intel, if I got it too far right, it wouldn't have enough juice down lane to go through the pins the right way. But the hitter with my newly invented drill pattern, it's just phenomenal. I'm having such a great time. I have a lot of fun with it. And I'm tripping sevens with that pin coming up out of the gutter more than I've ever done. So that was the biggest thing I've noticed about the hitter with the pin down drilling. I may drill another one with the pin down and put it further away from my PAP and see what that does. Maybe I could even go a little straighter with it and still get it to hit. So the perfect combination of core and cover. And I just got a text message from Nick. He lost the internet again. He's got one job. He's got one job to do, and that's to stay on the internet and help with the show. And he can't manage that. I went to several 2 seminars, and people asked. They loved the podcast. They loved the topics, and they wanted to know who the other guy was on the show. If this keeps up, I might find a guy that knows how to use the internet. So you guys got to do me a favor now. Give me some topics for next week. Give me some top 5 suggestions too, because Nick and I always wrestle with that. I was in Houston last week, and I know I mentioned it that people knew I was a Yankee fan. I said that I love when the Astros are in the playoffs, and they said, why? I said, because I get to root for a different team, and that team becomes my favorite team. Oh, he's back, Mr. Technology. 2 weeks in a row. He's 2 weeks, and he's gone again. Look at this. Unbelievable.
You believe that? Every time.
How is that possible?
I'm losing myself again.
How is that possible? You better hurry up and give away the gift. Spin the wheel, because you're going to screw this up. I know you are.
All right.
You had one
I'm probably
job.
gonna mess it up. I haven't even had a chance because I've been down on internet the whole time.
Stay on the show. You had one job to do. Stay on the show. One job.
I'm trying. All right.
Can't
Well,
quit.
I have the winner picked. I haven't done the banner yet because I got kicked out of StreamYard completely. Can you believe that?
Yeah, well, I had to kick you out a long time ago. So.
No, stop it. All right. Hold
All
on.
right, you ready? You're not ready.
All right. Is everybody ready?
Technical difficulties brought to you by Nick Smith.
And the winner.
The winner is.
We're going to spin the wheel for this gentleman. Rick Moran.
Rick Moran.
Rick Moran.
Wasn't he in Ghostbusters?
No, well, yeah, no. I think you're thinking of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, too.
Yeah, that guy. What's his name?
Hey, the truck is back again. Who had 2?
Yeah, you had 415.
Rick Moran, are you still in here? We're about to spin the wheel for you.
Okay, let's see what we got. We got some good stuff on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe somebody
Rick Moranis is what you're thinking of.
Oh, that's who it was. That was close.
Yep, there is James Moran. Yeah, because his email is James Moran. So
yeah,
he's in the chat. He's here. He's ready to go. He's ready to see his win. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Spin that wheel.
It's gonna go long this time.
Oh yeah, we got a spinner going. Nick has it on time delay, so he changes it if you win. Oh, look at that.
Yummy.
Yeah, baby.
Nice.
Yummy.
Congratulations, Rick Moran, not to be confused with Rick Moranis, but you're going to get a chamois.
The weight on the bottom is working out really good for us.
There's just to be everybody, there's no weights on the bottom. Whammy, you want a chamois. So yeah, we're gonna get a chamois there. I'll get your information. I'll email you after the show here and get your ship to it, and we'll get you a chamois there.
If you don't lose the connection or have something else.
Isn't that great? Every time we go to pick, my connection goes south.
Yeah, whatever.
It's accounting upstairs. They're like, no, we can't afford this. Get them out.
I know nothing about this, and I keep my connection.
But Rick says thank you. You're very welcome. Thanks for tuning in.
James or Rick? Who won?
It's his probably middle name. He probably goes James.
They do that down here in Texas a lot.
Do they? They go by middle names?
God. Yeah, I've known Brent, a good friend of mine, Brent. I've known Brent forever, right?
You don't have good friends.
His first name is Charles.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the sheet and it goes Charles Massey, and I'm like, who the hell is that?
That's me.
It's Brent. He uses his middle name, Brent. I think his dad's name is Charles. Same thing, my buddy Wyatt. His first name is William. That's Dustin's dad.
The comments. Maybe Nick and Joseph as a non-Brunswick employee for Halloween.
I love that. That's a good idea.
Oh man. Well, that's all for today, everybody.
Hey, what if that guy wins next week?
Who?
Your buddy.
What buddy?
The guy that's all over your website. Your Facebook.
Man, I hope he does.
Wouldn't that be great?
My number one top fan.
Maybe he'll win the ball. Maybe he'll win a 3-ball arsenal.
Oh man, what a crazy time that would be.
Oh, that'd be great if he picked his name. I think we should set that one up.
No. Nope.
I'm gonna look at some of these when we get off the air. Randy, wear your knee brace. Okay, thanks. I'll look at these when we get off the air. I'll look at some of them, respond if we hadn't covered it already. And that's it, man.
Yeah, we covered a lot. We talked about new hammers.
Who's gonna win the World Series?
I gotta think Rangers. I think Rangers in 6.
6.
Yeah.
Wow, I was thinking 2.
You're dumb. You're dumb.
I think I might bet the Rangers.
I mean, do whatever you want. In fact, why don't you just blindly bet, because that's what you do in the pick'em pool every week. You don't even read instructions.
Whatever.
It's okay.
And this week we'll win the pick'em pool.
The only thing I care about is that the Asterisks are out of the playoffs. Their season is done. They can go to Cancun and play golf with the Dodgers.
There's a rumor that Baker may not come back.
Good.
Yeah. So
good.
That'd be interesting.
Maybe they'll get what's his name from Boston again. The
Alex
head
Cora?
cheater, Alex
Alex
Cora.
Cora.
Yeah, the head cheater master.
Yeah, right. That's it.
Man.
Maybe.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next week, Nick. I'll talk to you later, and give us some ideas on topics. We always love that.
Yep.
And top fives.
That's it.
So-
That's all she wrote. Hope you guys got some good information from the show.
Enjoy your Halloween.
Enjoy your Halloween.
That's next Tuesday, right?
Maybe we'll dress up next week.
Maybe one of us will.
I'll wear pink.
All right, Ken.
All right. See ya.
See ya.